Alright, so welcome back. Here's a couple of things I wanted to try and add to the welding cart. Um, this is just a piece of round bar, and I wanted to try and heat up and bend a front handle here with this. I also wanted to put have a smaller piece of round bar down there. I wanted to put a little hook here to kind of lay the the welding gun right in when I'm not using it. Just kind of keep it out of the way, and maybe make a couple of little holders for discs, grinding discs or cut off discs on the side here. So I've never done this before, so I figured I'm just gonna measure about 3 inches out, put a mark, and then heat it up and try and bend it there. And then once I get that bend, I'll measure across here, which is about 12 inches, and then put another bend there. So this is something I've never done before, so let's give it a shot. Finished product, bent and level, just about perfect on both sides. Gonna tack it up. So this will be the shelving. All right, so we cut some bracing. Got this cut, clamped in place. 2 more braces here for the sides. And we also cut some shelving, which is gonna fit on over the bracing. So we're gonna weld up the bracing and then try and get some of the shelving done tonight. All right, so almost all the braces are in. Not thrilled with some of the welds. I still have to brace here to there, here to there. I have some shelving cut out there. But again, I'm practicing and building something at the same time, so it's not perfect, but it's functional, and I'll get better with more practice. So hopefully one more night and I can finish this up. All right, so we're doing some bracing. The cross braces here for underneath the shelving. Did the bottom one. Still have to cut and weld the middle one. Just clamped up the top one here. Gonna weld that in, do the middle one, and then we'll move on to shelving. All right, so all the bracing is done. It's all welded underneath here, so it wouldn't interfere with you know, the shelving laying flat. This bottom shelf is cut, top shelf is cut. You can see the bracing underneath there, and there's one underneath here. I'm just gonna cut out this middle shelf, lay it in place. Just have to do the tank back here, and a couple of little odds and ends, and finish up welding everything, and it'll be done. All the shelving is cut, fit, and now I'm just gonna weld it all up from underneath. So I'm gonna clamp everything, turn it over, and weld it all up. So I have all the shelving in place, all the supports welded. Everything's upside down now because I'm gonna weld, you know, I guess you would call it like stitching welding here. Just, you know, little stitches of welding. I'm gonna do it underneath so that none of the welds interfere with the tools or you know, the flat part of the surface when it's upright. So I still have some welds to finish up on other parts of the cart, but I'm almost done to where I could use it. And my final goal is to get all these tools off of my workbench, small workbench, but that's all I have room for. I want to get all that off of there, onto the cart, and then under the bench. It saved me a bunch of space, so I could do more work around here. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be welding up all the shelving now, and then I'll take a video of the finished product. All right, so I'm gonna do a couple more things and it'll be all done. The cart will be done. I'm just gonna make I got a small piece of round bar here. I'm just gonna heat it, bend it, and make a couple small hooks to just wrap the electric cord around, the ground wire around, and the welding gun wire around to hang it when I'm not using it. All right, so here she is, just about finished. I'm gonna go with this for now. The handmade handle, heated and bent and welded. This is the gun holder when it's just resting on the shelving. This is for wrapping the cord. This side's for wrapping the ground when I'm not using it. In the back where the tank is gonna go, I just drilled some holes here and put a bungee to hold the tank. The only other thing I'm gonna do is just put some supports out here on this side, and then another chain here. So I have this to strap the tank in up top. I'll have some side supports for left and right, and then another chain to hold it in the middle. But other than that, this is it, the homemade welding cart. I think it came out pretty good. So I welded a piece of round bar here, heated it up and bent it for a little hanger here. Made this here, hold the gun when I'm not using it. Same thing on the other side. Made this little hanger here, welded it on for the ground. And here was the end goal. Get all my tools off my workbench onto the cart. Everything nice and neat. And now I can slide the cart under the bench and have all my room to work.